Hello and welcome back as we continue our walkthrough of the warehouse management system. In this video, we will be walking you through how to create an outbound order in our warehouse management system. As you'll come to see, outbound orders are placed for shipments that are leaving RiverSource Logistics warehouse. The first thing you want to do is to log in. And as you can see, we're on the login page. So input your email and your password. If you've forgotten your password, you can click this link having trouble logging in, and it's going to help you to reset your password. I'm going to log in. Once you're logged in, you're going to want to navigate to the orders table. To do so, you want to click the period key, and this activates quick actions. And in here, we're going to search for order. And you can see that it populates below, and this is what we're going to click. There are two ways to create outbound orders. One is by creating an order directly in the system by clicking the Create New, and the other is by inputting your shipment information onto an Excel sheet and uploading it into the system. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create an outbound order directly in the system. And we will cover how to bulk upload orders with an Excel spreadsheet in a separate video. So here you have the order table. This is where you'll see all of the outbound orders that you've created. You're also going to be able to see the status of open orders and create new orders. So there's a few statuses that your order can be in. When you create a new order, the order is going to be in a pending status. It will only be in a pending status for a few minutes after you've submitted it. From there, the order will transition into an on order status. Once our team at RiverSource has reviewed and approved your order, it will move into a processed status. And the order will stay in a processed status until the order has been picked up by the driver, and then it will go into a shipped status. Another important column to keep track of is the fulfillability column. If you place an outbound order for more items than what you have in inventory, the order will be in a not fulfillable or partially fulfillable status. If this occurs, you're going to need to open, edit, and adjust the items to make it fulfillable for us to be able to process your order. These up here that I'm clicking on are filters. So if you want to filter this table to only view orders that are on order, you can click these and update the table. Since we don't have any records yet, it's not going to show anything, but you can see that you can filter the table based on these. To create a new outbound order, we're going to select the Create New button on the top right corner of the order table. On this page, you'll select your company name for which you're creating the order. If you have multiple companies, you'll see them in this drop-down. Since I only have one, I'm only seeing the one that I have. Next, we're going to input our FBA order number into the customer order number field and customer PO number field. If you're shipping somewhere other than FBA, please use your shipment ID number in these fields. The warehouse will be automatically selected to our current warehouse, but when RSL begins operating out of multiple warehouses, be sure to select the one that you're shipping from. You can leave the order date as today. You may input the earliest ship date and the latest ship date, but these will not alter the turnaround times the RSL currently has and adjust during onboarding. Next, you're going to need to select your order source. Here you're going to select if you're shipping an LTL or an SPD. If you're shipping out both, please create one order for SPD and one order for LTL. This is to help us expedite the shipments and separate them. Under customer, we're going to add the destination information and address. You can select add to create a new destination in the system, or you can click search to select from any previous destinations. If you're shipping to FBA, the destination is the FBA facility on the shipping labels. Next, you will add the items that you're shipping out of RiverSource Logistics. Under line items, select the add. In this pop-up, we're going to select the SKU that we're shipping out. And as you select the SKU, you can see that the description fills in and orderable quantity is shown. You cannot order more than these 300 that are shown right here. This is not reflecting the total amount of units at our warehouse. It's reflecting the total amount of units that you can ship out currently. If you were to over order, your order will be in a non-fulfillable status and you will need to edit it before we can process. So I'm going to create this outbound shipment for 50 units. There are service fields down here. If you need services on these specific units that you're shipping out, you can input the same quantity that you need in these fields. So if I were to need 50 inserts for these units that I'm shipping out, I would just input 50 here. If I need them to be inspected, I would add a 50 there. If I need them to be FNSKU labeled, I would add a 50 there. If you need to ship out specific inventory from a past PO, you're going to click this advanced button and you're going to scroll down to the override item receipt for fulfillment. And when you click add here, it's going to populate all of the inbound orders that you have in the system. So if you only want to ship out inventory from a specific inbound, you can select the inbound from here and the system will automatically allocate those items from that inbound order. You don't need to do this unless you specifically want it to ship out from that inbound order. Otherwise, the system will allocate accordingly. If you need to add more than one item, you check this add another box and then you click OK. And the pop-up will clear and you can select your next item. And again, the description populates and the orderable quantity is shown and you can input however many you're shipping out. Once you're done selecting, you're gonna uncheck this and then click OK. And as you scroll down, you can see that we have selected these two items. We're shipping out 50 of this item and 100 of this item. We're requesting 50 relabels for our product there, and we've overwritten the item receipt for fulfillment on this specific product. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to set the carrier to will call. This is an internal field. It does not mean that we're expecting you to pick it up, but since you are creating your shipment in Amazon or in other platforms and you're providing us with the labels, you're going to set the order to will call. That way the system won't try to create shipping labels. So set the carrier to will call and then scroll down and there is an additional notes section. If you have any specific notes that you would like to add to this outbound order, please add them here. All right, so now that we've filled all these fields out, we're going to click save. If the save button is light blue and not clickable, that means that you've missed any of the required fields. So scroll back up and make sure that you've filled everything out. So once you've submitted it, it's now going to be in that pending status for a few minutes. And while it's in pending status, you're going to upload your files. So you're going to want to click this up here, click files, and you want to attach all of the files that you need to send us. These should be your shipping labels, your BOL, and your pallet labels. If you do not already have your pallet labels and BOL, you can attach those later. You would just click the add file and then search your desktop for the file and attach it. So the outbound order is now complete and will show in this order table in a pending status for a few minutes. So we can click these breadcrumbs up here and go back to the order table. And you can see it says unsaved filter. So I have a filter right now because I was filtering with the on order. So whenever you've used a filter, the system will save it and it will be active until you clear it. So I'm going to clear this filter so I can see all of my orders. And you can see now that the order is by itself. So now the order has been placed. As you can see, it's in a pending status. And once it's in an on order status, our team will review your order. And if we find any discrepancies, we will send you an email and ask you to revise the order. To edit an order, for example, if you over allocated inventory to your order, you would select the non-fulfillable order and open it. Once you've opened it, you're going to scroll down to the bottom and you're going to click edit. For this example, if you had over allocated the inventory, say that you've ordered 200 of these when you already only had 150, you would click this button right here to edit it. And then you would see, okay, I have 250, so I can't order 350, for instance. So let's pretend like it was 350 from the start. You're going to need to edit it so it's below this ordered number. And so that's how you would edit it if it's over allocated. Once you've edited it, you can scroll back down to the bottom and click save. And once you've edited an order that is non-fulfillable, you can go back to the table, and once edited, the fulfillability should update. It might take a second or two, but it will update to be fulfillable. So this is how you navigate the order table, how you create a new order, and how you adjust an already placed order. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at orders@riversourcestatistics.com.